our YouTube channels are dying. But don't worry, it's mostly the cancerous channels. Got here, Sam Pepper is... Fuck. Leafy is here is... There you go, cancer. And you got dying, dead, bad, gay. Also, Onision is... cancer. Let's check and see how our channels are doing. And as you can see here, Leafy is nothing, nothing, nobody cares. Oh my... And then... Now he's not doing so great. Check out Onion Boy. Oh, consistent viewage, kind of. From 2013. Oh, shit. I was actually literally expecting a but apparently the channel's doing fine, so that's great. Hello, no makeup, no filters, no nothing. I just got out of the shower and I wanted to make a video about something I was thinking about.
First off, I'm just curious how with all that YouTube money, he's never thought to pick up a tube of face cream. Like, what's even going on here? Did he try to suntan his face in the oven?
Not just today, but over the last few weeks. A lot of YouTubers have reported that their views are down. And other YouTubers don't seem to have had a drop in views at all. This is confusing. Very confusing.
What's confusing about it? Huge companies are boycotting YouTube's ad system right now due to the astonishing amount of not so ad-friendly content.
So I've acquired over 2 billion views on YouTube. 2 billion. You know, 1/3 of the planet. Little under 1/3.
2 billion views? Wow! Over the course of 10 years, that's not that impressive. Especially when there are videos out there with hundreds of millions of views over the course of a few months.
I've been releasing videos and they've been getting 30 to 80,000 after the first 4 days on every channel that I have. And the reason this is a huge problem is because that is a sign of death of my channels.
All of your channels? You mean the ones that are all tied in together and have the exact same content and subject matter across the board?
As some of you guys know, I got into YouTube because I was suicidal.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pull out the suicide card right out of the gate? I guess his audience retention is pretty low if he's gotta whip that out at only a minute into the video.
Like, I didn't feel there was a purpose in what I was doing. And I felt like my life was pointless. And so I said, well, I'm going to dedicate myself to something, which is obviously now YouTube. And I feel like I'm going to be doing YouTube to the very end. Like, regardless of views, I feel like I'm just going to keep pushing out video after video after video, just because this is my passion and this is what gives me purpose, gives me meaning.
For somebody talking about the passion and meaning it gives him, he's really lacking that passion. So monotonous and expressionless, like an over-rehearsed 5th grade speech.
But when you're dedicated to something and it means so much to you and you see it start to die, it's kind of a horrifying experience, and I don't understand why it's dying.
What is there to not understand? You don't have to look very far to see why Onision in general would not be considered ad-friendly. Like, at all. The bigger picture is that yes, some of his videos may be more ad-friendly than others. But if the overall impression you're giving is not something advertisers want to associate with, then you're shit out of luck.
Here's why I don't understand. I'm getting the same amount of likes on my videos as I've always gotten. Like, for the last 5 years, I'm getting the same amount of likes. So what it sounds like is it comes down to YouTube not promoting my videos.
A lot of YouTubers are losing monetization on videos, and a lot of not advertiser-friendly channels are dying. It's not a mystery. Yes, Onision, you're no longer being suggested and promoted by YouTube. Your channel is now relying on shares of its own core fans, and have a hard time believing that Onision has any actual fans, and it's not just cheap shock value.
Because like when you have subscribers, your subscribers tend to like your videos more, from what I understand. Because they're used to liking your video and they want to support you, etc. Then you have the random viewer who probably doesn't care as much about your content, doesn't care as much about liking your video. And I feel like that's the audience that I'm not reaching anymore. And what's confusing is how other people had consistent views, I had consistent views, and now those other people are still getting consistent views, but I'm not. It almost feels like I was categorized.
Historically, Onision has wondered why Shane Dawson, whom he considered to be his equal at one point, has done exponentially better on YouTube than Onision. Well, this is it. It's all led up to this. This is why. He is ad-friendly. Onision is not. This has obviously always been a concern for YouTube and its relationship with ad partners. This guy is just oozing desperation. You can see it in his videos for the last couple of years if you really want to dig deep. But you don't have to.
What's up? I'm gonna do the blindfolded haircut challenge, but what do I use to blindfold myself? Oh, I know. Let's use my shirts. Obviously, I can't have this blindfold on the entire haircut, but I can close my eyes in the latter half. So, here we go. Haha. By the way, I challenge Jenna Marbles, Shane Dawson, and I don't know, Smosh Ian to do this.
I really don't know how you can drag this video into 10 minutes when the answer is glaring him right in the face.
The glass ceiling that I already had was pushed down even more. And I say a glass ceiling because like I would see other channels, like Leafy is here. He started out very loathsome, and then boom, exploded last year. His channel got huge. And then it's like somebody saw his channel was getting huge, they didn't like his content, and so they categorized him. And now he gets max 300,000 views.
Oh, now he's comparing himself to Leafy, like they're both some kind of victims or something. Which is just hilarious to me, because what do Onision and Leafy have in common? Not ad-friendly.
I feel like something is up when there's no explanation for a 300% drop in video views or 200% or 50%, whatever. Especially when, in my experience, when I first started Uh-Oh Bro, a brand new channel, the channel exploded. Like, it got really huge. Same thing as Leafy in a lot of ways. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? And then it's like somebody came along and they saw our content and they didn't like it, so they just categorized us. They put us in a shit category, a shit list, and that was it.
How is he not getting this? When you've dedicated your life to shock value and pushing the boundaries for content, going as far as ranking the features and physique of half-naked underage girls, you're eventually going to be shunned by advertisers. Onision has absolutely been categorized and pushed into a corner, because his entire persona is not ad-friendly.
And by the way, because I've cussed in this video, it's probably going to get categorized into a not friendly, filtered thing on YouTube, which is very frustrating. And like, I hope someone from YouTube is watching this. If you know someone from YouTube, please send them this video. It's a long, boring video, so maybe they won't watch it. But I hope they would.
What difference will it make if somebody from YouTube watches this video? You're basically saying, I'm sorry that my decade-long YouTube career I've dedicated to crass, vulgar, and cringy content, and now the advertisers are pulling out because of channels just like mine and Leafy's. But I don't make enough money anymore to run this teen homeless shelter for young girls that I lure in unstable relationships that I have going on over here anymore. So I think I'll kill myself if my channel keeps dying. Sponsor me, please.
But I've been uploading every single day for like the last 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Almost 10 years probably. And it's like no matter what I do, I have something that's marked me.
And because I'm marked, I just can't succeed. I have the occasional viral video, but the rest of my views just don't see the light of day, it seems, with a lot of instances. Meanwhile, someone can make a video about, like Jenna Marbles recently made a video about people insulting her dog, and it got like 3 million views. And Jenna Marbles barely uploads. A lot of the top YouTubers barely upload, and yet they succeed because they're compatible with the agenda of YouTube.
Jenna Marbles is ad friendly. And the fucking agenda of YouTube? The agenda of YouTube is to keep the advertisers happy so that everyone continues to get paid. If they are happy with the content their ads are shown on, YouTube needs to snuff it. Where does this fucking guy think the YouTube money comes from?
I finally am able to reach a wider audience and become this influence that I've always wanted to be. And then randomly, it just clicks off. The videos stop going viral. Just like Leafy. The videos just stop reaching people. Magically. Poof. Gone. I didn't change my content. My content was just as good as always. You know, similar likes as always. And it's just something, someone waved a wand and you're no longer famous. You're irrelevant. You are no longer capable of getting in the related videos as much. You're no longer capable of getting suggested as much to other people on YouTube because we don't like your content. Because you say the F word too much. And I say F word because I don't want this video to be like wrecked by the algorithm.
What is there really not to get? Like, I'm totally perplexed at this point how he doesn't get how he's worked himself into a corner. It's not the F word. Jenna Marbles says fuck too. What it comes down to is whether or not your content could be viewed on network television at any time of day. If you can't comply with the ad-serving criteria, then you can still exist on YouTube, but it's not worth shit to anyone.
So I'm wondering if like a lot of YouTubers are relating to this. I'm wondering if a lot of people are, you know, feeling very similar about this glass ceiling that seems to exist.
If other YouTubers relate to this issue, does he not even watch YouTube? Ever? Everyone knows what's going on. Even a part of him knows what's going on. So why is he even wasting his time instead of just trying something new? I mean, yeah, woo, fuck the system, but if you're then going to complain when said system refuses to pay you, then, well, you really have to comply to some extent. He blathers on for another 3 to 4 minutes, but it's mostly just repetition and whining. So, what do you guys think? Is the fact that YouTube is becoming more strict about what's ad-friendly and what's not is for the greater good of YouTube? Or is it going to hinder the creative abilities of YouTube's biggest influencers? Thanks for watching, and don't forget guys, for every subscriber, a baby panda is saved!